Let's talk about how to be a well-paid handy person while having your clients call you back time and time again and pay a premium for your service.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
All right, let's talk about how to be a good handy person. There are a lot of reasons why a client chooses a handy person to come into their home, and I hope that some of these tips can help you continue to raise your rates, continue to get more work, better reviews, and continue to grow your business while doing less work and making more money. Because that's the goal, right? You're a jack of all trades. Customers are inviting you into their home to tackle tasks, which is a very intimate thing to do. Your job is to come in, fix, build, repair, replace, all types of things to help improve their lives. But your job should extend beyond just the labor itself. Your job starts with a phone call, an email, a text, or however your client reaches out to you. I prefer email, so everything is in writing and nothing can get lost in translation. Things can get lost via phone calls, and texts tend to get lost since I don't save every single number that contacts me. I do, however, save clients once they use me a second time, and I will answer their call or text promptly.
Yellow.
When a potential client reaches out, respond as soon as possible. They're going to be shopping around, so at least say something like, "Thanks for reaching out. I'll get back to you with questions and thoughts as soon as possible." This usually buys me a day or two if I'm behind on work. It's quick, it's easy, it shows that you're responsive, it shows that you're available, you care, and you value their time. Your time is valuable, the client's time is valuable, so appreciate that they came to you and reached out for help. As you communicate with your client, think about things from their side. They probably aren't handy, and they probably know minimal terms when it comes to the work. Keep it simple, but type everything out. You can even give them tiers of options for levels of service. Once a client reaches out, I always ask a ton of questions since I rarely ever do in-person estimates. They cost time and money. A client will usually email me a basic list of needs with photos and info. I'll neatly turn their tasks into a list and type out any questions or concerns I have below each task. I'll also ask for additional photos because things that clients think are simple are rarely actually simple. Photos are your best friend. Do not be afraid to ask for more and make sure you know what you're getting into. I've had people reach out and say, "I got a quick job. I just need you to assemble this piece of furniture and hang this painting." Sounds simple enough. I ask for more info and come to find out it's a whole bedroom set and the painting weighs 95 pounds and is going on a concrete wall. That's a lot different than an IKEA shelf and a picture of grandma going on a piece of drywall. Always ask for photos. Don't be afraid. If a client insists to just come take a look or it's an easy job, probably a red flag, and it's probably a client that's not going to value your time and doesn't understand all the things that go into running a successful handyman business. When it comes to pricing, I am ever evolving. No two jobs and no 2 days are ever the same. If I have a busy week, I'll usually tack on an additional 100 or so than I normally would if I was having a slow week if a client reaches out and needs work done as soon as possible. I don't usually add on the extra charge if it's an existing client, and I try to just fit them into my schedule. If a client comes to me with a single task, I inform them that bundling is always better since most of my minimum trip charge covers emailing, the travel to and from, my years of education, and my business expenses.
Get insurance. Do it. Please get insurance.
So I always ask if there are more tasks that I can help with. I even ask if any of their neighbors could use me while I'm on site, since they can split the charge for me to come out. It's a win-win-win for everybody. Over my decade or more of experience doing handiwork, I've tried all types of pricing. I currently charge in tiers, and I tell my clients that I can complete their list of tasks for a certain priced tier. I work fast, and I have shot myself in the foot when I used to charge based on time, not based on tasks. However, some jobs are too open-ended or might be a bit of a can of worms. These jobs should be charged based on time, but I only do that once or twice a month. Learn how long things take and charge accordingly. When I do time-based work, I usually tell them X amount for the first hour, X amount for each additional 30 minutes. I aim to have the first hour cover all of my expenses for that job. I've gotten to the point when a client reaches out, I can quickly look at their list of needs and kind of figure out about how much time it's going to take me on site. So then I look at my tiers and I figure out which tier it's going to fit in best, taking into account the location. I tend to have a basic level that's a minimum for me to show up for a simple task. I then kind of build out from there. Somebody around the corner from my apartment in Manhattan is going to get a better deal than somebody that lives way out in Brooklyn that takes an hour one way. Travel takes time, time is money, so that client's going to pay more than the client that is in my own neighborhood. When you arrive to a client's home, introduce yourself and thank them for choosing you and inviting you into their home. Immediately put on booties. I use reusable pairs, and they usually last months. Clients are almost always surprised and smile when I pop them on. My little secret is to put one on, ring the doorbell, and then place the second one on as they open the door to greet me. It sets you up to show your client that you are going to respect their home. Some tell me not to worry about it, but I still insist. It takes minimal time and effort. The worst thing you could do is have a rock stuck in your shoe and scratch a client's floor. Put on a bootie, it's easy. Once inside, ask them to walk you through all of the work. Then ask them if they have any concerns or additional work that wasn't discussed. Listen carefully and repeat things back to them. Show them that you are listening and try not to rush through the job. If I see something small that can be repaired in seconds, I usually point it out to them and offer to fix it for free. Now it's time for you to get to work. Work fast, but work thoroughly. Clean messes as you go. For example, don't track drywall dust all over the client's home. If you discover an issue or something that should change the estimate that you provided, immediately point it out and talk through it. Surprises are rarely a good thing. Be as transparent and open as you can with your clients. They'll respect you more if you respect them. Once I'm done with a section of tasks, like hanging a TV, assembling a gallery wall, or putting together some furniture, I ask the customer to come take a look and tell me if they're happy. It's always better to learn their opinions and their feelings early on instead of at the end of a full job. I take pride in leaving my client's home cleaner than when I arrived. Some clients insist on cleaning up my mess, but I always tell them it's part of my job and I do not mind. But if they request it more than once, I'll let them handle it. Sometimes they want me to get out as quick as possible and they would rather deal with the mess later. I consider my work to be everything from emailing all the way to being paid and leaving their home. As we're finishing up, I ask how they want to pay. I attempt to take any and all types of payment since there's no reason not to nowadays. Make it as easy as you can for your client to give you money.
I like money.
Cash, Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, credit cards, cryptocurrency, delicious spaghetti dinners. Anything in between. I also don't add any fees to any of these since my estimate usually covers any fees that I feel like I might incur. When I'm about to head out, I tell my clients that reviews and word of mouth keep me in business. I hand them my business card with my info on the front and a QR code on the back that takes them to a page on my website that has links to my Google Maps, my Nextdoor, my Facebook, and my Yelp. I then ask if they know a few people that might be able to use my service. They almost always do, and I just ask that they pass my information along. Every Monday, I send out emails to my clients from the previous week. with a short thank you note, links to reviews, and a short Google survey that asks a few basic questions about their thoughts and opinions on me and my work. Use this knowledge to grow your business beyond just the repairs themselves. Setting yourself above the competition takes a little bit of extra time and work, but it will come back to you tenfold. A happy client will become a repeat client, the most valuable client that you can have. There is no cost or effort when they rehire you a second time, whereas finding new clients takes time and money. Happy clients also help spread your business via word of mouth. You shouldn't have to pay anything in advertising. Word of mouth is the best way to get more work. Also be aware that most people are more likely to share negative thoughts and opinions on you than they are positive. On my way out, I tell them multiple times that reviews help me more than anything. If someone leaves you a bad review, try your best to work through it in a way that benefits both of you. However, there might be nothing more you can do than refunding their money and moving on. Your reputation is usually worth more than one job's income. But there will be clients that will just never be happy if you don't give them money back or a deal on their next job or what have you. I try my best to read into clients and realize, oh, this person might not be worth my time based on their correspondence. You just have to learn how to read people and try to be conscious that not all jobs are worth the money. Some people don't value you, they don't value your time, and they think everything should be cheap and easy. Let uninsured Joe Schmo from Craigslist or a community billboard have that job, move on to the next. There's plenty of work out there. You can always find some more. Don't deal with terrible clients. It's not worth it. Tomorrow's a new day. So go out there and take all of this info and elevate your handyman or handywoman business today. This work is not easy and we should be paid accordingly. So do not undervalue yourself. Within 2 years of working in just New York City, I have 5 times my hourly rate and still raise it a little every month thanks to inflation. The goal should always be less work, more pay. We're all getting older. My back hurts every morning. Less work, more pay. If you have any other thoughts or opinions that will help your fellow handy people, leave a little comment down below. Please consider subscribing. I like making videos. Bye-bye.